Hi guys. so, Hi guys, welcome to the short video about what could happen when you have a sewer line cleaning in your area, about notification, what you can do, what you should do, and all about our experience, what happened finally. I think this is not something which happens every day. I'm more than 50 years old and it never happened to me, so I found it pretty interesting to share my experience with you. This is the notification which we got. So they were saying it's performed by, so they were saying that it will be performed between December 19th and December 30, and we have seen these trucks in the area since quite some time, but they only but they only came really close today, which is December 29th. So you don't have to be so it's a little bit weird that it's such a long time and then in a sudden they come and disappear again. They have been in our area, I mean really close to us, for around 1 hour only. So the whole experience lasted only 1 hour, but let's talk about that later. What we did, so what they are recommending is they are saying as a precaution, please leave toilet lids down. So what they are recommending is they are saying as a precaution, please leave toilet lids down when workers are in your area and not in use. So you will definitely feel when workers are in your area. But yeah, again, what we did is to cover all the openings in the sinks, like in the kitchen. We didn't do anything in the bathroom because I was hoping that nothing will happen, but we did it in the kitchen because it was easy to close with such like cooking pot lids. But and we did as advised. We closed all the toilet seats, and I did even a note here, and I posted here even a note for everybody to please close the lid after doing the business again. And this is what we did. And so finally this morning they arrived in our area. We could definitely hear that it was some kind of a strange rumbling close to a lightning storm, but a little bit different. And when they were really close, you could even feel the vibration on the ground because they are applying so much pressure. You can definitely hear that. So the easiest is when you are at home, you can feel that usually, and then you have some time to prepare. If you're not at home, just do as advised, close the toilet lids down, and usually you should be safe. Because there was so much vibration and rumbling, I advised everybody. I called some other family members to. I asked some other family members to push down the toilet lids so there is no water coming up when there's so much pressure. But I can tell you there's not so much pressure. There was just a little bit of air flowing back. I mean, the sewage line, it's not full of like old sewage. You don't have to be worried that everything will be. You don't have to be worried that all the nasty stuff will come out. The only thing which will come out is, I mean, mainly it's air, but the air has to go through the. But of course the additional air but of course the additional air which is coming up has to go through the water which is in the siphon. So I think it's also called siphon here. That's just the water which is down the drain which you usually see, or the water which you see down in the toilet bowl. So make sure that before you leave, or when these guys are in the area, then to flush or rinse everything for a short time with fresh water. Just press the toilet flush, and to avoid there is some nasty stuff, a lot of bacteria down there when the water is coming up. And this is really what happened in our case. At least in one of the two toilet bowls there was some water then on the lid. It was not too crazy, but everything was totally wet and I had to clean it. But it was not like flowing out or so, absolutely not. I mean, there's absolutely no risk that it will flow out. There's just this little bit of water down there, so there's no chance that the water will flow out. You don't have to be worried about that. It's just a little bit of like squirting to this lid here, and if it would be open, there could be a few drops, of course, then on the outside, so it's definitely better to close the lids. So this rather intense area with this rumbling and vibration and the bubbling here lasted only around 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, and after that they were gone, and it looks like they are not coming back, so probably they are done here. Maybe if they have to face a larger problem, then they have to work for a longer time, but this is probably standard, I would say. And these lids were actually not needed because there was absolutely nothing in the normal sinks, not in the sinks in the bathroom, and not in the sinks. I know. But the covers here in the sinks were actually. But the covers in the sinks were actually not needed, not in the because there was no bubbling, nothing in the sinks, not in the kitchen and not in the bathrooms. And usually there's also less water down there, but there could be something. I can't promise that there is something. I can't promise that there won't be anything, but probably not, because they also don't mention that in the writing. And by and by the way, also the water drops that happened only in one of the two toilet bowls. Also probably, but this is just an assumption from me, this only happens when you are living like in first floor, like and also something which I think is that it will only happen if you live on the ground floor, if you live in an apartment, on a second story, third story or so. I don't expect anything to happen, because then all lassen wir das mit der Story. So overall, I would say nothing too crazy. My advice again, close the lids then. So my advice again, close the lids and flush the toilet bowl, and that's it. Nothing nothing really to worry about, but I still hope being able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments or your own experience, would be really nice if you could share it with us here down in the feedback area. Please let us know what has been your experience when they have been in your area. I'm always happy to talk about these things and learn new stuff. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.